Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. We have a very special guest running as a Green in Illinois' 17th district, I believe. Welcome to the show, Christopher Kruger. Christopher, how you doing today?
Graham, how's it going? Go Wild Kids. What's going on?
Not much. That's Wildcats. That's my high school, Evanston Township High School. Yeah, go Kits. Everyone goes, wait,
yeah, I had 5 kids. Had 5 kids go there. So kite. When I heard you talking about kite, I thought of rolling tobacco. So there you go. That's my frame of reference. You talk about kite. So
5 kids that went to Evanston Township High School.
I did. I was fortunate. It was great. Yeah, we had a whole squad. Yeah, we were the original squad.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, yeah, my one niece graduated, my nephew's there, and my other niece will start going to school there soon. But Christopher, thank you for taking time to come on the show. I've been trying to get you on. My schedule's been a little crazy, but I know the election's tomorrow, so a lot of people have mailed in votes. But people who haven't, tell us where you're running, and you're running as a Green,
right?
And tell everybody what your platform is. State representative in Illinois 17th district.
Sure. Well, the duopoly doesn't want anyone to know where the state representative district is, so they make it very confusing. They make it that it's portions of Evanston, Illinois. If you're familiar with that area, Evanston, Skokie, Morton Grove, Glenview, Illinois, parts of Northbrook, Illinois. And we have a intensely corporate Democrat, basically a one-party system. The Republicans don't have much going on, don't have much game, although sometimes they get contested in some judgeship races. But my platform is based on the Green Party's 10 key values, but you see similar social democratic values. The Greens like the term eco-socialism, which is talking about the incredible amount of public investment that we need if we're going to save the planet. We're just going to detoxify our air and water and food, have healthy food, have regenerative agriculture. So the Greens like to use the term eco-socialism, but it's similar to any kind of sensible person's approach. We're an anti-war party. We're an anti-Wall Street party. We're a party of that's everyone's annoyed at the Green Party because they have this habit of being right about things. So they were right about things with Nader. Did you know something, Graham? I didn't know until recently, but if you read the Powell memo, the Powell memo was that famous memo written for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce by William Powell right before he became a Supreme Court justice. The only individual named in the Powell memo as like a danger to the government was Ralph Nader in 1976. And isn't that something? I didn't know that. I just happened to read the Powell memo the other day. And Nader is mentioned because he really is persistent. He's persistent, and he is right about things. He might not be the most colorful or a cosmetic guy around, but he's right about policy. So I'm running as a Green. I want to unite the left. I'd really like to see the left unite from all these various organizations into a single powerful organization. So that's where I'm coming from.
I think it's important too. And I always say this, like, especially in these districts that are just completely run by the Democrats. I mean, this is the whole country is cut up this way. The district will either be completely dominated by Republicans, so the Democrats will put up a paper tiger, or vice versa. In your district, it sounds like it's all Democrats and the Republicans put up nobody. And I think these are these districts are the opportunities where third-party people such as yourself have a chance to kind of get inroads. And when people say, I talk about this a lot on the show, when people say, oh, well, they just want some Green president to come in and I go, it's so local. And imagine if the Illinois or whatever state the audience lives in, if your state representatives you got more Greens on your state representation and on your city councils. I talk about how valuable that is. And so, which I think it's great that you're running. And I want to say in terms of the environment to that district. Now, I remember when I played football at the high school in Evanston, there was some like plant or factory in Evanston. And when it was really firing, I forget, was it paint or something like that? Our lungs would burn after practice. Like I distinctly remember playing like in the fall, practice after school, and there'd be like some rank thing in the air and be like, oh, and nobody thought about it. No one's like, oh, this is bad for us long term.
There was a paint factory. Yeah, there was the Rust-Oleum factory. There was
yes, that's it.
One of the Rust-Oleum corporation was in Evanston. And it's amazing because, when you drive around the United States and you see these malls all over the place, these malls used to be, many of them, manufacturers, and that's where people worked and had jobs and had some jobs with dignity. I was fortunate to work in one of those plants, and I'm fortunate to have worked in one of the ones that's still there. And I was president of the local union, local 890 of the United Auto Workers. So before I became an attorney at the age of 50, I was a union activist and a local union president. So I had some experience. So, I'm trying to bring an opportunity to voters to have a real choice, and they have a non-corporate voice in the General Assembly in Springfield, Illinois.
So what will you do? Let's say you win, Christopher, and you're in the state assembly, which is primarily Democrat, I would imagine, in Illinois, right?
Yes, it's a majority Democrat.
Okay. So what can voters who vote for you, and let's say you win and you get in there, and what are you going to do, when they start leaning on you?
Well, I think the transparency is the most invaluable contribution I can make because I'm not dependent on lobbyists. I'm not dependent on consultants. I'm not dependent on donors. I'm from a donor-free party. So just to be a check on the corruption of both of the two parties and to blow the whistle when a deal is made, because too often the voters find out about it, 10 months after the deal's done. So I think just the presence of having some independent voices and eyes and ears for the people is a great start. And of course, I'm going to fight for a platform of debt-free public education. I'm going to fight to ban fracking. My opponent's never going to be able to ban fracking because she takes money from coal mines. She takes money from fossil fuels. She takes money from big farm. She takes money from telecom. So when you get your cable bill, you know why it's so high. That's the same people that are calling for Mike Madigan to resign. Mike Madigan of Illinois is the oldest continual running speaker of any state house in the United States of America. He's been the speaker of the Illinois House for, I don't know, like 100 years, but seriously, like over 40 years. And though they're calling for his resignation because he got caught having ghost payrollers at ComEd. ComEd, our electric company, paid a $200 million fine. But they haven't indicted Mike Madigan yet, but there's a suspicion he could get indicted. They're asking Madigan to resign. So what I said is, are the donors going to resign? Are they going to replace the donors? They're going to try to replace the speaker and give the illusion of reform. But the only real reform we know will be campaign finance. Will be voting for people that don't take money from special interests, as you know, Graham.
Yeah, that's such a great point. Like, are the donors going to resign? Are the donors going to be held responsible? Are the donors going to go to jail? No way. And like, it's true. It's the only way. It's why the Democratic Party, I say this, cannot be reformed from within, because they'll never let, that's why they were never going to let Bernie be president. That's why people like AOC all of a sudden now start acquiescing to the power strength, because if they let true progressives take that party over, then the donor money's gone. Like then they can't have that. So that's why progressives are such a threat, and they either crush them, pay them off, threaten them, whatever they do. And that's why it's so important. Why I say this with the Green Party, it's a very clear platform that doesn't take any corporate money. And then you just know it, when you're voting for that, and you're voting to say no to the two-party system. It's why I tell people, like, it's so critical. If Alaska, I know it's a Hail Mary pass, but if the state of Alaska votes, gives their electoral votes to Jesse Ventura and Cynthia McKinney, that would be, I think that would be great.
That would be a great thing. And Graham, I just have to thank independent journalists and just what a vital role you guys are playing. And you can never go back. Once you start listening to independent journalists like yourself, like Ron, like Jimmy, and the other people on that those lanes, you never go back to mainstream media, and it really is a life-changing thing. I really discovered your show and other independents in the run-up to the 2016, and where we had a reawakening of the left by Bernie Sanders, and I I'm thankful to Bernie Sanders. I don't have any problem. I think he carried the ball a long way. He carried the ball as far as he could. Now it's other people's turn to pick up the ball and run with it. And today I'm with the Green Party. We're ready to stand with people who are corporate free and people who really care about the welfare of this country and stop spending all this money on weapons and, detoxify our planet. So I can't thank you enough for all the work you do towards that, to further that.
Well, Christopher, thank you. And I appreciate you running. It's not an easy thing to run. And, but I'm glad you're doing it, and I'm glad you're getting out there. And it's, again, I know it's the night before, but if you're going to vote on election day and you're registered to vote in Illinois' 17th precinct in Evanston, Morton Grove, and Skokie, please vote.
Glenview and Northbrook.
Glenview, Northbrook. Okay, cool. That's everybody.
Come on down.
That's everybody we played in football. I remember that's our whole.
Put on your helmet and pads and strap it on. As Ron Sanwell used to say, strap it on. So,
well, Christopher, is there a website people can go to check out what you're doing? They want to do it.
There's a Kruger 4, the number 4, KrugerForStateRep.com. There's a Facebook, Christopher Kruger for State Representative. I have a small, very modest collection of videos on YouTube I have uploaded. The problem is there's a German fitness guy named Chris Kruger with the same spelling and everything. So he's like, "We're going to pump you up." So you might have to go Chris Kruger, Illinois. You'll find my YouTubes on issues. But the encouraging thing today, we were working the polls today, and most of the late voters tend to skew a little younger. So young people are out there, lean on your family and friends, get everybody out there. I'm not going to say it's the most important election ever in the whole world, but it is an important election, and there are some choices. We do have some choices. We do have Hawkins on the ballot. We have a wonderful guy that's running for U.S. Senate in Illinois. His name is David Black. And we have candidates running for the Chicago area, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. So there are some choices.
I appreciate you bringing that up, because I want to reiterate, and I can guarantee you just about every state has Greens in all of these down ballot positions running, and vote for them. I'm telling you, get a Green on the water board, get a Green on the school. We got a Green in Santa Monica on the rent control board. That was a big deal. Like it was those little things are going to add up. So we're all worried about what's going to happen with the White House, and as well we should be. There's a lot of potential scenarios that could go on, but getting Greens in all these local places are how it's really going to change, because then it gets changed on a local level. I mean, I tell people, like, imagine if Illinois starts going more green than blue. I mean,
I voted for Howie Hawkins, and I was proud to vote for Howie Hawkins, the author of the original Green New Deal, and the original Green New Deal that talks about what we need to do, not just in the electric grid, but what we need to do in transportation, what we need to do in all the sectors, and a public financing. The only thing that's going to fight climate change is going to be massive public investment, and that's what we need. So I was very proud to vote for Howie Hawkins. You can vote, folks, in these blue states for Greens, and there's really no downside to it. If anything, it's just going to show that we have some people who are have their own mind and their own heart, and have taken control, want to take control of their lives. So, but again, I'm so grateful to independent media and what a fantastic job you guys do, and how it's really hoping to open the door to a new world. So it's a great thing, and I thank you.
Thanks for taking your time today, and tell us the website one more time.
Kruger for the number 4, KrugerForStateRep.com. Website, and Christopher Kruger for State Representative on Facebook.
Well, Christopher, thank you so much, man. Good luck. I hope you win. Let us know the results. I'm going to be going live tomorrow afternoon and into the evening to do election results. So let us know how you do, man. Reach out. It'd be great to have you come on the show and tell us about you winning.
That'd be great. I'm looking forward to it, Graham. Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Go Wildcats.
Go Kids.
All right, brother. Good luck tomorrow.
Bye-bye now.
See ya. So, folks, that's what we're talking about doing. We're talking about the importance of third-party down-ballot candidates. I mean, it makes... Some of you have voted for Howie Hawkins. Great. I wrote in Jesse Ventura in California. Some people wrote in Bernie. A lot of people voted for Howie Hawkins. I think it's great because we have to show, and these down ballot wins, man, they really add up. They really add up because then that's something to build on. So that's more grassroots. It's more populist, and you have a better chance of coming from the top up than letting one of these two corrupt parties. And also when you get these down ballot victories, then it also gives power to having an actual opposition party. We don't have an opposition party. We have these two corporate corrupt parties. We've got fracking with science or fracking without science. Well, both parties are Trump and Biden are both going to drop bombs. Neither one of them are for Medicare for all. Neither one of them are for free college, none of that. Neither one of them for a Green New Deal. So there's really no opposition. There's no opposition. The Democrats they don't even oppose Trump. They've approved his judges. They've done all this stuff. So, I'm glad Christopher, he reached out to me, and I know I didn't, it's been a crazy couple of months, and I haven't gotten as many independent candidates on the show as I would have liked, and that's my fault. And some of you have been critical of me, and I get it, and it's okay. I'm doing my best. It's been a crazy couple of months. I had to go through a move, and I had to go through losing my dad and all that stuff. But hey, vote if you are, and if you're voting tomorrow and you're not in Illinois' 17th district, if you're going to vote tomorrow, if you're going to vote on election day because you like going into the polls or whatever, or you do what I've done in the past. I already submitted mine, but in the past, I get a vote by mail thing, and then I walk it into a polling station and watch them put it into the ballot box. If you're going to do that, vote down ballot. If there's a third party candidate running in any office in your state government, for Congress, for the Senate, vote for him. It sends a message. It sends a big message. So, Kruger for state representative. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.